But now to an American piano virtuoso who has decided to set up home in Ireland. David Syme is with me here in studio, and tomorrow he's due to perform a lunchtime concert at the John Field Room of the National Concert Hall in Dublin. Now, David, we're going to speak to you in just a moment, but before we do, let's listen to you playing and talking about your work on the Beara Peninsula.
My ambition is to play in every small and large town in this country, no matter what it takes to get there or to find an instrument suitable for doing so. I've been reborn in Ireland. I started coming here in '05. 3 days after I got here, I was approached and I was asked if I would do a charity concert for a school in Africa. And I thought, how do you even know what I do or who I am? And I said yes. That was my impulse to want to do this, because I always want to play. And I went to this house out in the middle of nowhere, and all the furniture had been moved outside and 100 folding chairs put into the house, and there was this rickety old upright piano, and I played a concert as best I could on the instrument. Not all the notes worked, and the encore, or the final number anyway, was "Oh Danny Boy," to which the audience sang along in Irish, and I've been hooked ever since.
But David, it's really fascinating. I mean, there you are actually playing for a paying audience in your own home.
Yes.
And you do this, what, 25 times a year or so?
Yeah, 25 concerts a year in our home, yes.
And where did that idea come from?
I started visiting Ireland 9 years ago when I met and married my wife, Suzanne, and I need to play wherever I live. And so we started renting venues, and it was very problematic. And we live in this big house with a huge living room and plenty of parking space, so we just decided to start having them in our home. And over the course of a few years, the format got very tight, and we loved the appreciation and the enthusiasm of the attendees. Some of them drive for several hours each way to get there. They're always on Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m. to allow people to get home at a reasonable hour.
It's an amazing career you've had. I mean, you say you need to play. I mean, is that you need to be heard, or is that you need to charge people to be heard? I mean, you play all around the world.
Actually, I would pay people to listen to me play.
Yeah.
The listener is the sine qua non of this experience. I cannot live without an audience, so the money, we need money to live on, but the remuneration is really secondary.
It's that need to communicate with an audience.
Yes.
When you started playing piano, you were saying at the age of 3, you studied in Juilliard. I mean, that must be one of the top conservatoires in the whole of the US, if not the world.
Oh, the world, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when did you begin to realise that piano was going to be your life?
Well, I started playing at age 3, and at age 12, I had not had any piano lessons. I just played whatever I heard by ear. But at age 12, I heard a Chopin waltz and decided to learn it from the recording. And that's when I decided that was all I wanted to ever do with my life. And
then what? You found a teacher, or your parents
came
and went, okay, you're serious about this?
Well, a year later, I played the Beethoven First Concerto with the Symphony in Detroit. And a couple of years after that, I played the Rachmaninoff Second. And later on, I went to Juilliard a couple of years after that and represented the U.S. in international piano competitions in Russia and Poland, and it's just everything I've ever wanted to do.
And David, is it still, a fact that every day you have to work at your career, if you like? I mean, you're still studying, are you, right through?
Yeah, for the concert tomorrow in the National Concert Hall, I'm playing 3 pieces that I've never played in a hall before prior to tomorrow. And I've just been working, I'm still memorizing them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So that's tomorrow night? What time is that in the concert hall tomorrow?
Lunchtime, 1:05.
Yeah. 1:05, okay. So are there tickets still available for that, do you know?
I think so.
Okay.
we don't know. I don't communicate with them. But when I played there August 9th, it was oversold. Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love Ireland, because I have a level of appreciation here that I never experienced elsewhere. So.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, listen, David, thank you very much indeed for coming in to us this morning, and the very best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, David. Now, that is all that we have for you for today. Leaders' Questions is coming up on this channel at 10 to 12 this morning, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning at 9. But for now, we're going to leave you with the music of David Syme as he rehearses for tonight's exhibition. Goodbye now.